Okay, students, today we are going to learn about section 3-7, simplify algebraic expressions. We'll do some basic 6th grade skills and even throw in a little advanced example. All right, so let's first look at what this means. It says simplifying algebraic expressions. It's about combining like terms. Okay, that means that these like terms have same variable to the same power. All right. Now, let's look at an example. This could be like y and 2y. Those both have the base of y. And if you don't see a number in front of a variable, that means it's understood 1 is there. So if I combined the sum of these two, those would add up to be 3y. Okay? That would be the same if I had this many x's. If you count them up, there are 4, so if I added these together, it would be 4x. Now, combining like terms doesn't always mean addition. It could mean subtraction as well. And simplifying things, if something's being multiplied or divided, you would simplify that also. So let's talk about some examples now of actual expressions. Let's look at this one. I'll make one that looks pretty long, but it's not like you think it is. It's pretty basic. You have 5a plus, or let's see here, we'll say minus 2 plus 3a minus 4b plus a plus 12 plus 6b plus 1 minus a. Okay? Now, one way we can look at this is we can put the terms in their groups, okay? So I could, oh, that one doesn't write. I could put terms in their groups. And if I do that, let's look at what that would be like. So you got a positive 5a. Let's go through here. You got a positive 3a. Let's go through here. You got an a. That means 1a, of course. And if you're subtracting a over here, that means negative a. Okay? There's one group of like terms. Let's look at another one. You have, let's look through the variables. Oh, we have minus 4b, which means you have a negative 4b. Let's look through here some more. You have a positive 6b. And looks like that's all the b's. Okay. And let's continue looking. We have some numbers that are what we call constants, means they don't have any variables with them. And I see a minus 2, which means negative 2. I see a positive 12. And I see a positive 1. Right there. Okay. Now, I'll just put a little box here. So there's a variety of ways you could do this. You could rewrite the problem, putting these next to each other. We just do the skills like this here. And 5 plus 3 is 8, plus 1 is 9, minus 1 is 8a. Then let's go over to the b's. A negative 4 plus 6 is a positive 2b, or plus 2b. And then negative 2 plus 12 is 10, plus 1 is 11. Okay? Now let's look at another way we can solve these. If we wrote out a problem that said something like 2 times the quantity of 3x plus 1 minus 1. And we first would do distributive property. So that would be 2 times 3x, which is 6x. And bring down your plus sign. And 2 times 1 is 2. And then bring down the minus 1. We've used everything in parentheses, so you don't need it anymore. And then we combine like terms. There's no other variable but 6x, so I bring it down. And 2 minus 1, I'll bring down my plus. 2 minus 1 is 1. And that's your final answer. So you still have to go through order of operations. There's your steps, and then you combine like terms. In this case, it was just the constants that were like. And this is your simplified answer. Okay? Now I want to show you one more, and this is advanced. We'll even put a little notation on here, advanced. Okay? All right. If I have 2 again times the quantity of 4y minus 6 parentheses minus 3 times the quantity 3y plus 4. All right? Okay, let's do distributive property in both cases. 2 times 4 is 8y. Bring down my subtraction sign. 2 times 6 is 12. Okay? Now, when you have a minus sign here and you have a number on the outside, let's change this to adding a negative. And it'll make it a lot easier when you do the distributive property. So I'm going to put plus here and then do my distributive property. Negative 3 times 3 is negative 9y. Bring down my plus. And negative 3 times 4 is negative 12. Okay? Now let's look at this and combine like terms. In this particular case, 8y minus 9y, right? That's negative 1y. We told before we don't write the negative ones, so it really just becomes negative y. Then negative 12 plus negative 12, because this is minus 12, so I could put plus negative if I want to. Signs are the same. I add, take the sign, plus negative 24. Now let's talk about what this means to be simplified. Remember, this is advanced. That's the same as negative y. When you're adding negative, the final answer, just change it to just subtracting. So negative y minus 24 is your advanced question and answer.